Now, our Directorate of Criminal Investigations is actively investigating the viral video of student misconduct, which was captured during the course of last week. You're aware that there are students who were caught on camera performing erotic lap dances and other inappropriate sexual behaviors while being transported in a bus that belonged to Midland High School. We've since established that on the 10th of June, the management of Lubiri High School hired a school bus from Midland High School to transport a group of students for an agricultural show in Jinja. So during that trip, some students were caught on camera getting naughty, including very inappropriate sexual behaviors by male and female students who had paired up in the bus. Such indecent practices and behaviors, of course, were strongly condemned by a larger section of the public, including parents, guardians, because of the potential of impairing morals of students, promoting acts of gross indiscipline in schools, and also tainting the moral fabric of our society. So the task team has been comprised, and it is being headed by the Commissioner, Sexual and Gender-Based Violence Department at CID headquarters. We brought Child and Family on board, our ICT, and once they have concluded their investigations, we shall see the most appropriate action to be taken against culprits. Of course, the big question is, how did the incident occur on a school bus without the school staff and driver knowing without the knowledge of the school staff and the driver? This has been the talking point that has shocked parents, guardians, educationists, and the general. We are going to establish if there was a teacher or staff member who escorted or was supposed to escort the students, and whether the protocols on safety and security of students was followed, who organized the field tour and the list of students, whether any students used their power to exploit other students while on the bus, and whether any students were victimized by other exploitative students. Therefore, as our inquiries continue, we wish to use this opportunity to remind all school administrators that all safety concerns of students while in school or off-campus activities like sports club, field tours, fall on the shoulders of the school management. At the same time, we also want to remind students that they also have a duty or are expected to behave while at school or outside school. The purpose of taking them to school is to study according to the school curriculum and not behaving in such inappropriate manners. And we continue to take a look from the footages and images that many people managed to capture, to view. You could see that there was much laxity on supervision of the students, and we now call upon all schools as a must to activate their supervision plans across all learning environments within the school and in external learning environments. They should be more vigilant and uphold high standards of conduct and professionalism. They should be able to observe and monitor student behavior and conversation. throughout, even making reminders within the classes, school dormitories, dining halls, with very clear guidelines on the walls and dormitories, asking the students to respect themselves, to respect their peers, including their personal space and bodies. It's very important. Listening to students can be another critical way of monitoring behavior. And we also call upon students to learn to be assertive and establish very strong personal boundaries where, you know, somebody does not make unnecessary and inappropriate advances to you while in school. Then also calling upon school administrators to ensure that the physical layout of the school, usually there are certain spaces that are hidden, like in the library, in some of the offices of teachers, behind the classrooms, in toilets. Some of those hidden spaces, they really should do increase active supervision and make such and help ensure that these places are visible. So this is very crucial in preventing sexual behavior challenges in schools. So we also call upon parents to get involved in a number of engagements with some of the schools because understanding sexual and addressing sexual and inappropriate behavior is very, very crucial if we are supposed to help our students who are victimized. We also call upon schools to aggressively continue to train staff in ways of spotting potential misconduct and to encourage students and stakeholders to report allegations of sexual misconduct and inappropriate behavior for investigation. So our investigations are going to zero. For ease of investigations, we are going to zero more so on Lubiri High School because we have footages and pictures which show the movement of the bus from Midland High School up to Lubiri, where they picked the students. They took them for the agricultural show in Ginger and how they returned. We shall share some of those footages if they are ready.